She was 18 years old, hands shaking, phone pressed so hard against her ear it left a mark. She didn't know who would answer. She only knew what her father had told her. If you're ever in trouble, call this number. Part 1. The photograph lived at the bottom of a wooden box, under the bed. A faded thing, edges soft from years of handling. 4 young men in army green, arms around each other, squinting into a sun that no longer shone on all of them. On the back, in her father's handwriting, the same handwriting she traced with her finger sometimes, just to feel close to him, were 4 words and a phone number. For when I'm gone. Maya was 18 when she finally understood what that meant. Her mother had shown her the photograph the week after the funeral, sitting on the edge of the bed with red eyes and a steady voice. "Your father left this for you," Claire had said. "He said if anything ever happens, if we ever need help, you call this number." These were his brothers, not by blood, by something stronger. Maya had memorized the number the same day. She didn't know why. Something in her chest, something older than reason, told her she might need it. She needed it on a Wednesday morning in March, in the narrow back lane behind their vegetable stall at the market, while her mother screamed her name in a way she had never heard before and hoped never to hear again. The stall had been their whole world since her father passed 8 months earlier. Her mother, Claire, was 37 and had never run a business alone in her life. But she woke at 4 every morning to collect the fresh stock, arranged everything by hand, and smiled at customers like she wasn't exhausted down to her bones. Maya came by every day after her morning classes to help. It was hard, honest work. It kept them fed. Barely, but fed. The trouble had started small. A man named Victor, who the other traders called the Shadow under their breath, had been collecting fees from the stall owners for months. Protection money, though no one used that phrase out loud. Claire had paid twice. The third time she said, "No." That was her mistake, or her bravery. Maya couldn't decide which even later. The men came in mid-morning when the lane was still busy and no one wanted to be a witness. 4 of them. Big, loud, deliberately slow in the way that men are when they want you to feel how small you are. They knocked over a crate of tomatoes, told Claire she had until Friday. She told them she had nothing left to give. One of them laughed. Then, they stopped laughing. Maya was restocking the back of the stall when it happened. She heard her mother's voice cut off mid-word. She came around the corner in time to see 2 of the men dragging Claire toward a white van parked at the end of the lane. Her mother's shoe came off. She was calling Maya's name. The van doors closed. The lane went quiet. Maya stood still for 3 seconds. She counted them later. She didn't know why. And then she ran back to the stall, reached under the counter where the wooden box sat wrapped in an old cloth, and took out the photograph with shaking hands.